In today's lunch break, we are making spicy macaroons with a winner from Food Network's Cupcake Wars. Kyra Busanich joins us. Thanks for being here. So you have been on Cupcake Wars how many times now?
4 times now, and a 5th time tomorrow.
Okay, so you've made all kinds of different recipes.
Oh, yes.
And you just keep winning because you're this good.
Yes.
I love it. And you've got a fabulous book out with lots of sweet treats and recipes. So I love this idea, a little spice in the macarons.
It's really interesting. Everything I make is gluten-free because I have a gluten intolerance. And so this recipe is actually...
not wonderful that you have it, but wonderful that you're creating recipes for other people because so many people struggle.
And this recipe is actually gluten-free and dairy-free. And the chili and the lime make it just a little bit unique.
Oh, great.
So I'm actually going to have you do this because I hear you like to cook.
I like to try, that's for sure.
We have our coconut in there and some coconut flour. So it's also grain-free, which is nice.
So coconut flour, and that's what makes it the gluten-free, as opposed to typically you use a white flour in a macaron? Okay.
And sugar. And some lime zest and cayenne pepper.
Oh, wow. Here's what's going to kick it up a little bit.
And then I'll let you, that's the vanilla. And if you can scrape the honey in.
Sure.
For a little more sweetness. And this really keeps it nice and moist, which I like.
Oh, great. Seems like an easy enough recipe as well.
It's super easy, and that's one of the things I love about it is that it's deceptively simple. And then our egg whites. And you just mix that all together.
Okay. That I might not be doing a very good job with.
I can take over if you'd like.
All right, there we go. I'm gonna let
really
you.
Fast.
You're better at this.
Kind of mush that all up. And it is a little spicy, so if people want to make this less spicy, they can omit the cayenne or they can just reduce the amount that they put in.
I love the idea, though, of that kind of sweet and spicy together. I think that's perfect.
I like having surprising flavors. That was something Cupcake Wars really taught me.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You know, people bite into it and they go, oh.
Yes, I wasn't expecting that.
Right.
One of our most popular cupcakes is the African yam cake in the shop, and that was from the Madagascar 3 episode. And it was
fun. And what's the surprise in that one?
It has a coffee pastry cream filling, and then it has a clove mascarpone frosting on top.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
so the flavors really go together.
And what were some of the other winning?
Boston cream pie, that was on the Closer 100th episode. There was an apple fritter with salted caramel apple compote inside.
Oh, that sounds heavenly.
We did, trying to think what else, a New York cheesecake with a graham cracker crust and a raspberry jam filling. And then the cream cheese frosting.
Now, are all of those in your book? All of those recipes
Some of those are. The Boston cream pie and the African yam cake are both in the book.
Okay.
And then this is ready to scoop, and I'm gonna let you do this. I'll show you just a couple. You wanna mash it into the scoop, and the reason why I like using a food scoop is everything is
consistent.
Yes, and it bakes at the same, this one's upside down now. There we go. It bakes at the same temperature at the same time.
Oh, that's good, right, because otherwise
and then just kind of squish that in there.
To make
yes. And then you really want to make sure, and this is true of any cookie, you want to make sure to leave room on the cookie sheet so that the air can circulate and they all bake evenly.
It's funny that when it pops out of this thing, it keeps
it likes
going
to turn over.
Right?
It might just be my scoop. It's a little funky. Tilt your hand. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Your scoop is kind of making it. Okay, so we stick these all in here, and they're all going to be consistent, I think. We would have to spend more time than we would on television to make these consistent. And then they bake for?
They bake for about 12 minutes. And then when they come out, they should be nice and golden brown. You can see the color difference.
Right.
They're nice and golden brown, and they're really moist inside, and you're welcome to eat some.
And so, you just serve them like this, not with anything else?
Yeah, you can dip them in dark chocolate if you like. Sometimes we give them a little dark chocolate foot and then drizzle dark chocolate on top.
Oh, yeah, that would be terrific.
But not everybody likes chocolate, so.
Okay, so is it a secret what recipe you're making tomorrow when you go back on Cupcake Wars?
Yes, you'll have to watch and find out.
So we can't get a little sneak preview of what you're going to be doing. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today and bringing this. I have to talk a little bit longer before I bite into this one. The book is called Sweet Cravings, and you can order it online. If you want more information, you can visit Kyra's-bake-shop.com, or we can link you to her website, kyrasbakeshop.com, at WGNTV.com/midday, and then we will have the recipe for these great, sweet, spicy macaroons, and we'll be right back.